Good morrow, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first ever episode of Tasteful Nudes. I am your bodacious host, Dan, as always, joined by the sultry sailor, Paul Austin.
Arr, sultry sailor. That's good. I like the sultry sailor.
I was trying to think of something that worked for us, and I thought,
if I'm a sultry sailor, what are you?
A disappointing dingleberry.
Fair enough.
Too much.
I've heard that name before.
Probably
just blow your nose on the podcast. Yeah, just blow your nose on the podcast.
Fuck it!
One way of starting, just blowing your nose.
Nobody's fucking listening, Paul. Who cares?
So what should we... This is the first episode. We haven't recorded another one.
Yep, that never happened. Nobody can prove otherwise.
Already letting them behind the curtain. So what should we talk about, Dan? What have you been up to?
I have played so many video games. It is worrying. I've gone through my own personal library on my Xbox One of pretty much every game that was free on Xbox Live over the past 3 years. Every game that I've bought and then not completed. I got Xbox Game Pass for £1, so I've completed a bunch of those. I stopped writing down all the games I've completed.
Is that what you do normally?
I don't normally, but it was at the beginning of lockdown I started writing them down because I completed so many in such a short amount of time. And then after a while I'm like, okay, now I can't be asked because I've gone over 12 and fuck it.
Do you know what though? This has reminded me that I actually have a list of all the games I've ever completed on my phone.
Oh really? Is it 2 games? Is it? Yeah, go on. Let me know. Is it 2 whole games?
It's not quite 2 whole games. Not quite. It's more than 2 whole games.
And when you say completed, do you mean 100% or just the story?
No, I've completed very few games 100%.
Same. I don't think I've ever completed anything for 100%. That's far too much effort.
I'll cut all this out of me looking for it. Probably. I mean, I might not.
Do you want me to just whistle to fill the time? I'm not going to do that. That'll just kill the
vamp.
You, innit? Yeah. I've got nothing. I don't know how to vamp. I'm not a professional. And all I actually did was start dancing and elbow my fucking microphone. So we go real well.
Right, so this isn't in the order I completed them or anything. This is just a list.
Why do I get the feeling there's going to be a porn game on here? Or at least one dating sim?
I don't think there is. Right, here we go. I'll put some music under this.
Excellent.
Time Splitters 2, Call of Duty, World at War, Toy Story 2, Buzz Lightyear to the Rescue, Toy Story Racer, that's a ridiculous one to have completed, Portal 2, The Stanley Parable, The Beginner's Guide, Spyro 1, 2 and 3, the originals on PlayStation, Jak and Daxter, Lego Island 2, King's Adventure, Journey, Rayman 2, Rayman 3, Rayman Origins, Rayman Legends, Destroy All Humans, WarioWare Touched, Little Big Planet 2, Little Big Planet 3. The movies, Muppet Monster Adventure. Injustice, Gods Among Us, The Simpsons Game, New Super Mario Bros., Mario Kart DS, Grow Up, Injustice 2, Spider-Man on PS1, Bioshock, Type Rider, Until Dawn, Grand Theft Auto 5, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, Saints Row 4, Abzu, Superhot, Crash Bandicoot The Insane Trilogy, Firewatch, A Way Out, Just Cause 3, Ratchet & Clank on PS4 and PS2, Horizon Zero Dawn, Bioshock Infinite, Marvel Spider-Man, Hitman, Limbo, Inside, Return of the Obra Dinn, Parappa the Rapper, Parappa the Rapper 2 and The Outer Worlds.
So, the first thing I'm going to say, Ratchet & Clank was never on PS1.
PS2, I meant.
Only on PS2.
I meant PS2. I'll edit it out me saying that, and I'll reinsert PS2. There you go. I'll just insert that in.
Oh, good. So I'll look like a dick now. Great. Thanks.
Yes.
My second point is that Saints Row 4 is goddamn amazing, and I'm glad that somebody else has played it.
I do like Saints Row 4.
It's my old flatmate he was away when it came out, so I played it through and loved it, and he came back, and I was like, you need to play this game. He's like, yeah, I'll think about it. No, please play it. And it's been, 6-7 years, and he's still not played or completed it.
Play the goddamn game. What's his name again?
At this point, I'm not throwing... it's George. Fuck it. I'll throw him under the bus. Fuck you, George. Play Saints Row 4, you bastard. He still hasn't, just because he knows it gets on my nerves.
It's a good game. It's got a very good character creator as well.
Yeah.
Good fun game.
I quite liked playing a very overweight black lady and running around naked. That was always funny.
Nice.
It does pixel it out, so I'm not a pervert, but it was just because it was funny to go stand in front of traffic and dance.
Yeah, it was.
I always found that enjoyable.
Good game.
And then the third thing, I'm quite impressed with the sheer number of games you've completed, Paul. Like, I've never seen you as much of a gamer, so I didn't expect you to have played many.
They're all pretty easy games, though, to be fair.
There's a few in there that maybe, you can have challenge with, depending on the difficulty, and quite a lot of them are quite long.
I suppose so. The most recent game I completed is the last game on that list, and it's The Outer Worlds, which is a game I really enjoyed playing, and then was utterly disappointed by the ending.
Well, it's one of the ones that's free on Game Pass, and I started it, and I almost instantly was like, I don't care. I just don't care.
I did like it. I did like zooming around in space and sort of with crew of hot ladies. And that was fun. But then at the end, it was like the ending cutscene. I'm not going to give away like spoilers or anything, but the ending cutscene is still images and voiceover, and that's the ending. It's like, fucking hell, what the fuck was that?
You can't do that. Not in a AAA game.
And then you can't keep playing it. You can't keep playing it from that point onwards. There's no New Game Plus. You just have to go back as if that ending has never happened.
Oh, I hate those.
It's fucking annoying.
Because there's so often in games where I won't do some of the side things because I'm like, I need to be a higher level. I need to have all the equipment, all the things unlocked. So I'll do it all at the end once I've done the story. Oh, you can't. What the hell?
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Like, the ones I've been playing the most recently is the Yakuza games.
Oh, yes.
Now, I'd never played any of them, and they'd popped up on Game Pass, and I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll give Yakuza 0 and Kiwami, which I'm hoping is Japanese for remake, because it's just the first one remade.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not going to guess and look it up, because I'll just get it wrong.
Correction.
But I really enjoyed those, yeah. It's not a correction, because I didn't say it was that. As you said, I hoped it was.
Alright, fair enough.
But I'd never played them, and I really enjoyed them. There was a lot of things that frustrated me about it, because like the one guy has the personality of a brick wall. He's just so dull, and his whole thing is, no, I have to do this for my father. My father wants me to... I don't care, just let me hit somebody in the face with a bike again. And then his combat, he's really slow and only good at fighting one person at a time. So the game's like, well, we've just brought in 30 dudes, and then there's 30 more for you to... And yeah, just really got my tits. Whereas the other guy is amazing. His personality is brilliant, and his combat is really designed for groups. So he's just full-on breakdancing on the battlefield and having the time of his life. And I loved that. I was just... But all of his side stuff sucked, whereas the brick-faced, dull bastard, his side stuff was great. So it was a real, lose-lose situation.
Yeah, it's a bit annoying
I really
when
enjoyed them and...
that happened. I'm trying to think of another example of a game where you play as two characters, or multiple characters, and one of them is definitely...
Well, if you played the expansion to Saints Row, that Gat Out of Hell...
I haven't played Gat Out of Hell.
You either play as Johnny Gat or Kenzie Kensington.
Yeah.
And I quite liked Kenzie from 3 and 4. I thought she was quite good. In this, she's there just so they can go, look, we have a lady girl you can play as. Look at her girl boobs. Like, that's the only reason she's there. Whereas, she has no additional benefits to gameplay, but her, quips and shit are far better than Johnny Gat, who's just there going, I punched a man. I do the violence. Like, great.
Yeah, that's
kind of his
thing, isn't it? I've only played the ones. I've only played the fourth one. We've not played any of the others.
Well, I do have them all, but I'm pretty sure you don't have an Xbox 360 anymore because you threw it out of the window.
I can't quite see myself going back to those after, like, you know, you could basically do anything in the fourth one. Jump about on buildings and you were basically indestructible. So going back, I feel like I'd be like, well...
Well, number one is nothing. Number one is literally just Grand Theft Auto, but worse.
Yeah.
Like, they don't have any fun stuff.
I think I have played that one briefly back in the day, back when I had an Xbox.
Yeah. Number two was good because it went, okay, we're a crime sandbox, but we're going to get weird with it. So your character plays the straight man as the entire world's on fire. So there's missions where you go around spraying poo on things and various other stupid missions. My favourite ones were always the insurance fraud missions.
Okay.
Because you just run into traffic and throw yourself into, you know, the biggest car you can and try and cause as much damage to your body as possible. And the more damage you do, the more points you get. So the easiest missions were always the ones where, that's a train. So you'd run up the steps to the train platform, dive in front of a train, get knocked across the map. But it's like, well, you needed 10,000 points to win this mission. You have 15 million. What the fuck? Like, yay, I win! And then number three was more of that, but they were like, no, you're no longer the straight man. The entire world's fucked. Nothing makes sense.
Yeah.
One of the missions is get in this car with a tiger. Why? Fuck you, that's why. And loads of other stupid things. I loved 3. 3 was, like, one of the first games I bought 100% myself with, like, my wages rather than happy birthday. And I absolutely loved it because you could run around with a dildo bat and other stupid stuff.
Dildo weaponry.
And that one had just completely threw everything out the window. And then 4 was like, right, dial it up more. Space Matrix sim with superpowers and
has there been talk of them doing
lasers.
Another one, or is there just no way of coming back from the ludicrousness of the fourth one?
With the expansion, they did one of those stupid ending Tron 5000 things at the end, and it sucks.
I don't know what do you mean by that.
Do you know at like the end of Mass Effect 3 and things like that, where it goes, you must press this button and one of X amount of things will happen.
Yeah.
And you said about it being still images and text and everything. That happens, so it gives you all these options, and all you'll get is like a couple still frames as it goes, well, the President and Johnny Gat proceeded to make out, and I don't care! Stop reading me your fan fiction!
It does feel like that. It does just feel like reading, oh, well, this is just what happened after. But there's no sort of emotional kind of satisfaction from that. Stop doing that, game developers. Stop doing that. It is shit. It is not good enough. Yeah, just go for it. Yeah, just keep blowing your nose.
I muted my microphone, actually, so it won't be in there. So,
all right, fuck.
Now you look like a dickhead.
God damn it. He's tricked me there. He's tricked me there.
I don't think there's going to be any more Saints Rows because the company's moved on to doing other things, but they've not really moved on.
No.
So they did a game called Agents of Mayhem.
Yeah, I didn't really like
Saints Row, but isn't very good.
Yeah.
And it's,
It had none of the sort of character
of
Saints Row, I thought.
Yeah.
It was just slightly weak.
I think they went too much into the Saturday morning cartoon style of things and tried to be more like G.I. Joe rather than anything else. Whereas Saints Row worked because you'd put so much time into these people and into these characters that you'd gotten invested in them before they went full batty nuggets.
I agree. So that's what we've
Whereas if you go from 0 straight to that.
I'll tell you the other game I've been playing is I've been playing Dreams, which I don't think a lot of people do.
Yeah.
It's weird. I think it's like they had this like huge drive behind it as a game. And I don't think it's massively successful.
I don't know. Like, I've seen a few people that I watch on YouTube have played it or put videos up about it, and it looks like there's a lot of people on there and there's a lot of games that people have made, sort of thing. So it looks like there's lots there, but I don't know whether it's one of these things you pay for it once and that's it, you've got everything, or whether you've got to, pay for DLC
Well, yeah,
to
it
get
does.
more
You
things
pay
or
for it
what.
once and you've got everything, basically, I think.
Yeah. So I don't see how they're going to make much money out of this, because once you've bought it once and you've got that novelty, it's much like Little Big Planet and so on to me. Like, you do make these, and Super Mario Maker, you make some levels and you play a few of them and the novelty's gone pretty soon afterwards.
I think what is good about it, I
you can
suppose,
do.
what I like about it is that there is a massive range of stuff you can do with it. So you can play... I think my favourite game... There's a good game based on Carl Pilkington. That was fun. I enjoyed that. There's a game... there's a really good Twin Peaks pinball game. And these are like... And what's good about them is they are like proper games that people have just made. They're like full games, essentially. They look like full games.
Yeah.
The most full game on there is a game where you fly a spaceship into a human body. And you like fly around the human body, and it's pretty amazing. It's like, whoa,
Yeah,
this is quite cool.
Scientific as hell.
But there's loads of absolute shit on there, obviously, don't get me wrong.
Yeah. I've only seen the ones that are absolute shit, like Elephant Stranding. That's Death Stranding, but you play as an elephant.
Well, that's
and
because you
instead
can
of,
just get people like assets that other people have made and insert them into like a game. So presumably stuff like that is just mixing assets.
Yeah.
And not putting much effort
There's
in.
one where there's like Monster Energy cans instead of like things, and you go across like a zip line that's made out of, I can't even remember, I think it was like made out of Doritos, and like, oh, okay, it's one of those games.
The only problem with it is I don't think you're allowed to have any sort of sex in it.
Oh,
What's the point? That's a shame, isn't it?
Yeah,
I mean, think of the
exactly,
porn games you could have had, but there's none.
I'll look into it. Maybe we'll be lucky and they do exist.
I feel like if they were going to
we've
be
just not
sex
found
games, I'd have seen them already. But I've come across none.
It is you. I feel like you would have, searched for those immediately.
I'm gutted, to be honest.
I bet.
If you can't have a little cheeky wank
You do
to a
have the
game,
internet,
what's the
man.
point of it?
Exactly.
What's the point?
I mean, like, I still found a way to finish to Crash Bandicoot 1 and his, Bandicoot girlfriend, so clearly
What was
it's
her name?
possible.
Torna, was that
They
her
just
name?
need to put the
What
effort
was
in.
her name?
Tawny, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they sort of... Anyway, well, let's get off this topic.
I'm sorry, I think that's always been one of my favourite punchlines, is always just going, oh, I still finished. Like, it's always a solid punchline in my mind.
Good punchline. Right, Dan, what I really wanted to talk about today was biscuits and crisps.
Of course.
Because let's face it, they are the two
it's
best
us.
things in the world.
Agreed.
Biscuits and
You can't
crisps.
beat, good bag of crisps, a good pack of biscuits.
So let's just start off by asking, what is your favourite crisp and which is your favourite biscuit? And it's a hard question.
This is a challenge.
Hard question.
It's a very hard question. I'd say with biscuits, it depends on whether I'm able to refrigerate them first or not.
Huh.
Simply with this one type, not with other biscuits, just with this one. We had a while ago, McFitties did their. I'm not sure whether they still do them. Digestives with caramel in.
Yeah. Oh, do you know what? Those are probably my favourite biscuit, Dan.
Yeah, and if you put them in the fridge for a bit first,
Are they really good from the fridge?
it's so good.
Oh. I like to
It's
dunk
just-
them. You're not a tea person, are you? So you're not.
Yeah. No, I've never really been a hot drinks kind of person.
No. Are they too hot?
So it's not even that, just the flavours. Like, even hot chocolate and things, I've just not enjoyed coffee, tea, hot chocolate.
You drink squash. Do you ever have a hot
So-
squash?
Rarely. It's normally a case when I've got like a really sore throat, I'll have
Okay.
one because people are like, oh, it's good
Hot
for
squash
you.
isn't good for
It's
your
not.
throat. They've got that wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably not bad. It's not bad for it, but I can't imagine a hot squash is like any better than just drinking water.
Yeah.
Lemon and
It's just-
hot lemon and honey is what's good for your throat.
I've literally got lemon juice and honey in my cupboard specifically for
There you
that.
go.
They've probably gone out of date because they've been in there a while.
Honey doesn't go out of date. Honey doesn't ever go out of date.
does lemon juice? I don't
Possibly
know.
lemon juice might. Well, there's a lot of sugar in lemon juice, so
What
it
am
might
I?
not.
What am I, Paul? A chef? Why would I know these things?
Yes, you have been a chef.
It's currently my job role. Welcome to the joke.
Oh, sorry. I'll cut that.
It's too late now. Leave it in. Leave it in. No, don't you cut that. Don't cut the fact that you don't know me. You get my name wrong. You get the name of this wrong. You clearly don't care.
It's not
Paul.
my
Just
day
leave
today.
it there
It's
for
just
the
not my
world
day
to see.
today.
So anyway, back to the
Yeah,
biscuits and crisps.
we've
So
gone off
if
on
I
a bit
can
of a tangent
refrigerate
here.
them, yeah. If I can refrigerate them, I'd go with the
Okay.
caramel McVitie's. If I can't refrigerate
For
them,
legal
I go with
reasons.
ginger nuts.
Ginger nuts, they are good.
I go through them like I won't have any for ages, and then I'll buy a packet, and as soon as I open the packet, I'll sit and go through like the whole thing. Just
See, it's a shame. It is a shame you're not a dunker, because what I find with the ginger nut is when you dunk it, it really sort of invigorates the ginger flavour of a ginger biscuit.
That's why I snap it in half and I just suck the shit out of it. So I will like put half in my mouth and just like slowly dissolve
Do
it.
you
rather
snap it
than
in
chew
half
it.
for the sake of dignity? Because I don't imagine you'd have trouble fitting a whole one in your mouth.
It's a case of it's easier with half.
Yeah.
You can do it with a whole one, but then like your face is contorted and you're like,
Yeah, it's gotta be,
like, you've got to,
Yeah.
it's just easier with a half.
I mean, the thing is,
And it
Dan,
doesn't
you've
take anywhere
taken
near
my
as long.
answer, I think. I would have gone for the caramel McVitie's chocolate
I mean,
digestives.
It's not a case of only one person in the world.
Do you
can like
prefer,
one
when
type
it
of
comes to
biscuit
regular
or-
chocolate digestives, do you prefer the milk or the dark?
milk chocolate? It depends, because quite a lot of dark chocolate I find is always too bitter.
Well, I like milk chocolate on its own, but when it comes to like a topping, I generally prefer the strength of flavour that you get from a darker chocolate on like a biscuit or something. For me.
I think I've just had ones that have been too dark
dark.
and too bitter.
Bringing race into it now.
You know me. I'm all about hating them darker
I
biscuits.
thought you were going to say something much worse.
I had to have the word biscuits. I'm not gonna, yeah, let's, on the first episode, let's just kill ourselves straight away. Kill any possible credibility. So,
Oh,
we're
hang
still
on,
on
these fucking
crisps
dogs
as well.
are barking like total cunts. Fuck off, fuck off. Fuck off.
That's what's going to lose us the views, people.
I would
Paul
tell you
hates
what, I would really
dogs.
like to get these dogs' heads and put them on a table and just smash them.
I mean, we're going to completely lose all sense of viewership if we start threatening dogs, aren't we?
In the first episode, the reference to killing a dog.
That's our peak right there. There's nothing more we can say or do. We are at the top of our game, ladies and gentlemen.
Right,
Jesus.
We've talked
We
about
did
biscuits.
biscuits. You wanted to know crisps as well.
Yes, crisps now, I think we need to move on to.
Well, I go through far too many crisps, so this is a real challenge.
They are just really addictive,
Like,
aren't
even
they,
as we-
crisps? If there's any sort of food that just is pure addiction for me, it's crisps.
Even as we speak, I'd say I've probably got 5 different big bumper bags of crisps in the
boy.
cupboard, and I've probably got 4 already eaten and disposed of in the bin in the last few days.
Nice.
I'm extremely lucky because round the corner there's a shop that sells like so many bumper bags of things that you don't get everywhere. Specifically, what I'd say is probably my favourite crisp. It's Knick Knacks Nice and Spicy.
Oh, yeah, they're good. They are good.
And I don't know whether I love them so much because of the rarity of being able to have them. Sort of thing. They're not ones that, if they are sold anywhere, they're normally sold in the multi-pack with the other shit ones. Or are sold in a multi-pack of, you could get 6 small bags for £20, like some ridiculous amount of money. And it's like, no, I don't want to spend that much money on a few, like, what's going to essentially be 2 handfuls of crisps.
No, sod that.
Whereas this shop round the corner has a big bumper bag of Knick Knacks for £1. And so I'm like, I don't tend to go there because it's out of the way and they don't really do anything else
But for the Knick Knack.
apart from crisps. But Like, they do knickknacks and, like, wheat crunchies, the
They're
crispy
great.
bacon ones, which are
Yep.
as well. And there's a few other flavours and things they do there that I don't get anywhere else. So I do like going there, but I only go there for crisps. And there's some very...
The crisp shop.
There's some very beautiful women that work behind the counter, and I get embarrassed.
What kind of weird... Where did you live, Dan? What is this weird magical
shop
shop with these attractive, sexy women who work at the counter and that they sell special
I didn't
crisps?
say the phrase attractive, sexy women. I said beautiful,
Okay.
but, you know, that's fine. Let's
They're
reduce
beautiful,
it down.
but they're not
Let's turn it
sexy.
into-
Okay.
They are, but I didn't want to be the one to say that. I didn't want to turn it into a sex thing. I wanted to keep it, you know, moral.
Okay.
Fuck off, okay? Like,
Good and
not
Christian,
everything I say is
you
going to
wanted
be
to
a winner.
keep it. Nice Christian podcast.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Family friendly. But yeah, like, it's the thing. I think it's such a beautiful contrast to the other two shops in Catshill.
Yeah, I mean, Co-op
They've
is
got some of,
basically
you know-
everyone who works at Co-op is a total fucking arsehole. So,
Yeah. I was like, oh no, I can't say that. What if they're listening? Nobody's listening.
what if they are listening? Who cares? We've got your number, Co-op employees. This is the Co-op in Catshill. Just so you know. I'm sure there's other co-ops.
Just so we can make
just so
sure
they don't get
everyone-
mixed up with another co-op, which has probably got nicer people. Unless
There
the
are
co-op
a f-
just wants only hires arseholes, sour-faced.
There are a
cockends.
few people. There are a few people at that co-op that are fine, but it's a case of, like, out of the 6 people there that I see whenever I go in, like, 4 or 5 are shit, and then 1 or 2 are okay. And it's the same with the spa around the corner.
I've not
Like,
been to that one.
they're all really nice. They're not miserable,
Okay.
but they, you know,
Are they just slow?
Yeah. There's nothing in either of these shops. They're, yeah, slow and...
Do you remember when we went...
I can't really talk, I'm ugh.
Do you remember when we got pizza and we got some beer and there was like an offer? And the woman went,
Yeah.
that pizza's not in the offer. Although it's in the same place as all the others that were in the offer, and there was no hint apart from...
Yeah.
I'm not... Fuck. It rankles. It rankles. I'm going to cut that.
I remember, yeah, because it's all together and it just says 2 pizzas and this
I was
beer
livid.
for a
I was
fiver.
livid about that.
And it doesn't tell you that it's, like, it's only that flavour of
Yeah.
pizza. It says it's that brand. So we went for 2 different types in that brand. Oh, no, it's only the cheese ones. Right, okay, do you want to, you know, write that
I was
button?
utterly livid
'Cause-
about that, and I still am. Fuck you,
And,
co-op.
I understand it's not her fault the sign's been made a mistake, but she could have been friendly about
Well,
it
yeah.
rather than just like, that's wrong, you kids are dumb. Like, fuck you.
Anyway, we've got on to co-op and
I'm not
moaning
going to be able
about...
to go back there. I'm not going to be able to go back to any of the shops.
I'd say
apart from
my
this Magic
favourites-
Crisps place, aren't I?
Favourite crisps? The ones that... I don't know, it's hard to say, isn't it? The one that has just leapt into my mind is Space Raiders, which I think is a very underappreciated crisp. Space Raiders.
I can't say I ever had them.
Oh, it's so good. Pickled onion Space Raiders.
It's another one of these things from childhood that I didn't have, so I wasn't
They're good
able to
because
have them.
because a lot of people love the pickled onion Monster Munch, and I do. They're great as well, but they're very harsh on your mouth. They're very spiky crisps, so they're sore in your mouth. Whereas the Space Raiders haven't got that, nice and smooth, and they've actually got a slightly tangier flavour, I think. So that's my pick for today: is Space Raiders.
You're going to try and incite a Space Raiders versus
Well,
Monster
yeah,
Munch
maybe.
war.
And they're like 20p as well, Space Raiders. So, as opposed to like
I can see
90p for a
that being
pack of
a win,
Monster
yeah.
Munch.
But at the same time, is there only like 4 crisps in the
No,
Space
they're generally
Raiders?
okay. They're
'Cause
not.
that's always a
They're
problem.
generally. There's probably more individual Space Raiders than there are individual Monster Munch claws, I would say.
Ooh.
Again, I'm just
I might
guessing
have to
this.
give them a test next time I go.
Get a pack of... But
I'm
do you like
making
pickled
this
onion
up, I've got
flavour,
no idea.
generally?
Yeah,
Good,
I'm alright with them.
good. I'll just...
I don't like pickled onions themselves, but that's more the texture,
Yeah,
I find.
but the taste, the nice sort of vinegary.
Whereas the taste I've got no problem with, but it's the texture always... Ugh. Same with mushrooms. I've got no problem with mushrooms in anything, but just eating mushrooms, the texture's always been like a...
Delicious, absolutely
It's no
delicious.
offence.
I like the texture of mushrooms as well. What is it with all these people against
would.
mushrooms? People are just against mushrooms.
I'm not against mushrooms. I love having them in things. They are a brilliant flavour. They escalate anything they're in.
Ice cream.
But having mushrooms on their own, probably, yeah.
I got a little thing.
I've not tried it, but I'll look at it.
Oh, I can't find it.
What, is
I'll
it
bring it up on a
mushrooms and ice
different
cream?
podcast. I can't find it right now.
Oh, okay. Fucking blue balling us,
Sorry.
episode 1. What a guy. Tune up the band and he won't play a tune. How very rude. I like having mushrooms in things. It's just mushrooms on their own. I just can't.
Just eating raw mushrooms.
Not a fan. Yeah, same as onions. Onions, I'm perfectly
I'm not
fine with
massively
being in
keen
things,
on
but I'm
big
not just
chunks
going to
of
have
onion
onions.
either, actually. I agree with you there.
Yeah,
I'm with you on that one.
and that's all it is.
Yeah.
Like, love the flavour, just not the texture.
Well,
It's too.
yeah.
Ugh.
Listeners, comment about what you like and don't like food-wise.
I was like, what we go with here?
That'll do. Comment underneath.
Comment
Food.
underneath with what foods you like and don't like.
Like a sort of weird kids show. What food do you like and dislike?
I've decided by the end of these, when we, for however long we carry on these podcasts, at some point I'm going to try and force the fans to decide host of the year, which one of us is the better host of this
judging
show.
from this one, it
which one of us
won't
is
be me.
I mean, it'll probably be neither of us. Like, the better host,
Yeah, maybe.
they'll pick
just
YouTube
vote
over
for
us.
some other loser.
So the moment we introduce anybody else, that's who
Well, I
they'll
think
pick.
we'll probably do these until, the end of the lockdown.
And if they go down well, we won't carry them on because we're far
Yeah.
too lazy for that.
Yeah, basically. Well, do you want to do a little,
As long as we're all on the same
sign off?
Do we even have a sign off for these?
We'll just
Or am I
use like the
using
similar
same
ones
as
to the
everything
videos.
else? Alright then. See you around, YouTube.
Bye.
I mean, yours was meant to be fuck off, but
Oh,
whatever.
sorry, fuck off.